as we come together to share, discuss, and reflect on how we could move forward towards being a more synodal church. We are each given the opportunity to identify what our role is in the church and how we could help in achieving this goal. To become a synodal church, it is important to speak authentically in open and welcoming dialogue with each person we encounter. But in order to speak authentically, we must first be living authentically. Embarking on our journey towards authenticity can sometimes be difficult to start or a bit intimidating once we've begun. Living an authentic life requires us to look at ourselves honestly. It asks that we get to know ourselves, accept ourselves, and live in accordance to our beliefs and values. When we think of authenticity, we might think of the words real, honest, genuine, and true. To live authentically encompasses living truthfully, living in the moment, and letting go of how you are supposed to be. When we live authentically, our thoughts and feelings are in sync with our actions and behaviors. To check in on our level of authenticity, we could ask ourselves, who am I? What are my needs, my wants, my motivations, my feelings? What are my desires and my capacities? Then we could ask, how do others see me? How would others describe me? When we compare these two selves, we are able to see if our external part matches our internal part. This serves as a reflective tool to identify if we are living authentically. Don't worry if they aren't perfectly aligned. The goal isn't to be perfectly aligned. It's to be working towards it. Ourselves might change as we grow and have different experiences. Our goal is to build awareness of ourselves and work towards honestly living who we are. This can be difficult at times. We might feel embarrassed at how others might view us. We might feel disappointed in ourselves at realizing that we have hidden a part of us in order to fit in. Other feelings might also arise as you reflect on how authentic you've been living. And this is okay. Practice patience and compassion with yourself as you allow yourself to be vulnerable during this process. It is through this vulnerability, honesty, and reflection that you can then start living authentically. Once you have started the practice of living authentically, you can then practice speaking it. In Acts 4:19-20, Peter and John are asked to stop speaking or teaching the name of Jesus. To this they answer, which is right in God's eyes? To listen to you or to him? You be the judges. As for us, we cannot help speaking about what we have seen and heard. Speaking authentically requires the courage to speak and share your own truth, despite knowing that others think or feel differently than you do. Peter and John bravely speak their truth as they stand up, saying that they will speak on what they know and believe in. To speak authentically means that we allow ourselves to be vulnerable as we share our true selves. And this takes courage. The courage to speak, even when we know that what we are sharing is different. The courage to be different. The courage to be open to rejection and being misunderstood. It is through the vulnerability that comes with speaking authentically that we are able to answer the church's calling to dialogue, connect, and grow as a synodal church. It is important to recognize that living your truth does not mean it is the truth for everyone. To live and speak authentically means that your internal self matches your external behaviors. In honoring and respecting yourself, you are then able to honor and respect the selves of others that you meet. By speaking authentically with others, we are then able to open ourselves to listen to each person we meet, to learn from their experience, and to have meaningful discussions and connections that will help meet the goal towards building a synodal church.